We are testing the new DFYNE Vision Collection, and I'm not 100% sure if I am going to like these, but we're here to review them anyway. Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Still not understand. So the Vision Collection has been released with 4 new items within it. So you have the leggings, you have the shorts, you've also got the sports bra, and you also have a shrug as well to layer over the pieces. I've got everything apart from the shrug in this collection. I did actually try the shrug when the new DFYNE collection came out and I wasn't a fan. So I've skipped that for this review video. They've also got several different colorways available. They've got hibiscus, cobalt, umber, rain, dove, and midnight black. And I've got 3 of those colors to show you today. So I did actually find that the prices for the new Vision collection was actually a little bit more than the other collections that we've seen. So I am going to be doing a review video which compares Vision with Impact and Dynamic as well. So you can see the difference. I would say that they're probably the 3 most popular leggings from DFYNE. So that will be coming very soon, but this video is going to be an in-depth review and try on for the new collection. So these are the Vision leggings and these are in the color Rain. So it's like a light blue color. I'll go through the full product details and then I will put them on to show you. I don't have the matching color sports bra for these, but we are just going to focus mainly on the fit and the feel of the leggings. I believe these are going to sit mid-rise, so they do have a crossover feature on the front. You do have your DFYNE logo down the side as well. I'm not really a fan of how DFYNE do the logos because already I feel like it's starting to like peel off. It's not like sewn into the material or anything. It's pretty much just like a stick on. But I do find that already like bits of the logo are starting to lift at the corners. And then you do have the same logo, which again is printed onto the back. The waistband is ribbed. You do have a ribbed material. It is quite a thick material. These are more of a cottony feel pair of leggings. But I think because we have that crossover at the front, I think they're gonna sit maybe mid to low rise, but we'll see when we put them on anyway. I would say that the legging material is a similar sort of feel to the Dynamic and the Impact. It's that cottony thick feel. These do feel like a little bit more silkier, but it still does have that thickness to the material. There is no front seam on these leggings and we are looking at a sort of oval shaped gusset area as well. We'll see if we do have the whole front CT issue. I do find that with DFYNE shorts and leggings that I do sometimes find that as an issue, even though that there is no front seam. And then if we look at the back then, so this is where the leggings are different from the other collections that we've seen in the past, purely for the scrunch. So it does have a scrunch, but it's not like your typical scrunch. It kind of has like the start of the scrunch at the top and then it just has like the normal material and then it finishes with like a little bit of a scrunch. So if I just show you close up, you sort of have like a little scrunch at the top. And then as you can see, this middle bit here is just normal fabric. And then you do have your bottom of the scrunch there. So it does have a stretch on the scrunch. I have a feeling that these are going to be the most subtle pair of glute contouring from the whole of the DFYNE range. I do find, especially on the Impact and the Dynamic, the scrunch, you can see it, and no matter how much you try and hide it, on me, I don't feel like it sits right. So yeah, you do have that sort of scrunch feature, and as you can see, like you can pull it, so there is a little bit of stretch in there. So hopefully this is going to be more hidden, and you can actually see that the scrunch joins the gusset area at the back. I've never had a pair of leggings leggings like this. I don't know how they're going to fit until we put them on, but we will see. Also, the glute pocket for these leggings are thinner in material, and then underneath the glute pockets you do have like this band which is slightly different in material and does have more of a compressive feel to it. That might just help lift and shape the lower glutes. But if I just show you close up, hopefully you can see that on the camera, but it does start just under the glute pocket and then it sort of like blends into the leggings. It finishes about there, so it is tighter at the top and then gets looser in compression, but you do have that band underneath the glute area. Not sure if these are going to be completely squat proof. I do have a ring light on, but we'll see when we put them on anyway. They are cuffed at the bottom, and I did see some contouring details on the leg in some light. You do have a contouring strip that goes diagonal across the back of the leggings, and then on the front of the leggings you have sort of this S shape on the leggings, which is a slight contour like around the side of your legs. Hopefully you can see it more when it's on, and then you do also have that sort of S shape contouring detail on the lower leg area as well. So shall we go put these on, and then we can actually look in detail about how they sit, how they feel. Now I'm in that awkward stage where I'm in between a size small and a size medium, so I will let you know if you need to size up or size down if you're in between sizes, and it will give you an indication if they are going to be true to size. I did actually get the shorts in both a small and a medium, just because me and DFYNE shorts just don't really understand each other. I feel that sometimes I can wear a size small, sometimes I can wear a size medium. Let's just put them on and see what they look like. Okay, so that's probably just took me about 10 minutes to get these on. I was thinking, oh my God, I'm not even going to be able to do this review video because I actually cannot get the leggings on, but they are just about on. Now, clearly, if you're in between sizes, size up. I don't even know if you should maybe size up a full size. Typically, I can genuinely still get into size smalls, but these, like even on the calf area, on the lower legs, it was a challenge. But they're on. I would say this is probably the best glute scrunch that they've got. I am very, very happy with how you cannot see it. It shapes really, really nicely, but I definitely need a size medium in these leggings. So I would say these are more mid-rise at the highest point of the leggings, but as you can see, they do go down sort of low rise at the lowest point on the crossover of the leggings. But the waistband does hold you in on your lower sides. I don't feel like you get much tummy control on these just because they are a low pair of leggings. So if you have like a really flat stomach, which you'll find most of the DFYNE athletes do, which is why everything always looks good on DFYNE athletes, is because they have the flattest tummies, and when they wear the leggings, it doesn't matter where they come up. I prefer a pair of leggings that come like in line with my belly button or just above. It just helps sort of give me that lower tummy control. So if that's something that you're conscious about, or if that's something that you like, then I wouldn't say that these leggings are good for you unless you wear a meet and greet style top, which sort of covers this area, because they do actually shape really, really nice on the back. It's just this front bit that if you're self-conscious about, I either would avoid these leggings or wear these with a longer length top. So that is the front of the leggings anyway. So lengthwise, they are a good length. There's no scrunching at the bottom. They do come down to my ankles. I'm 5'4" and they do fit. There's not actually that much stretch in these materials, so whether you're taller, I'm not sure if they're going to stretch to your length. So just bear that in mind. If you are a tall person, they might come up a little bit above your ankles. So you do have a contouring around the side of the glute area where your glute pockets are. You've got the logo down the side, and as you can see already, like it's starting to peel at the edges of the logo, which I would prefer if DFYNE started like maybe like embroidering the logo into the fabric. I feel at the price that you pay for DFYNE, like you should have that available. But I honestly kid you not, it does really shape your glutes so nicely. Like you can't see the scrunch, like it's completely invisible, and I really do like that, because on the dynamic and the impact, it had such a thick scrunch that you could literally just see the scrunch on the leggings, which I didn't like. But obviously I need to size up in these. You've got a compressive panel underneath the glute area, which helps to give them the lift. Yes, I would say these are the best leggings that DFYNE have done. However, for me, I wish they were just more high rise. I feel like I would love these, but in the dynamic. So the dynamic sort of like height of the leggings, but with the same scrunch that they've put on these. I really do like this color as well, this light blue. I would say these are quite sheer in places on the glutes. However, I have stretched the material a lot just because I am very aware that this is clearly the wrong size for me. So I am going to size up in these leggings. But yes, let me know what you think to these. They are very nice. I do like these on the back. I just wish they were a little bit higher. So moving on to the Vision shorts then. So this color is the color Hibiscus. It's a nice, bright and bold pink. So again, the waistband is exactly the same. You have your ribbed waistband, you have your crossover at the front, you've got your DFYNE logo down the side and the DFYNE logo on the back. These are in a size medium, so hopefully these will fit nicely. They do actually seem like they've got quite a bit of stretch at the bottom of the shorts as well. So that's nice because on previous shorts, they always like dig in and give me bulges, especially with the DFYNE. I do have quite big quads, so fingers crossed these ones aren't going to do that. So you have your glute pockets and then you still have that same band underneath the glute area, and then it sort of goes into the seam. So it's more tighter compression under here and then gets looser in compression, and then you have the bottom of the leg. These I believe are 4.5 inch inseam. They do look so small, like they look tiny, but hopefully they'll stretch when we put them on. And then you have that same sort of glute detail. So you have your scrunch at the top, and then you have a bit of fabric in the middle. So the same sort of fabric as the material. And then it goes back into a scrunch at the bottom of the glutes, which joins onto the gusset area. So there is some stretch in the scrunch, but it's a much more subtle scrunch than you have seen on the impact and the dynamic. So let's go put this on. Fingers crossed these are a good fit. Okay, the shorts are on. They are a much better fit. They weren't difficult to put on. They feel a lot more comfortable. I would definitely say I was very right in terms of sizing up in these. So if you're in between sizes, I definitely would recommend sizing up. Or if you have big quads and big glutes, then I probably would size up a full size as well. So if I just show you, so again, they come up to the same point. So at the highest point of the shorts, they sit mid-rise, and then they go into a low rise at the lowest point of the shorts. Again, if you're not a fan of a low rise legging, or if you want more tummy control, these probably aren't the right shorts for you unless you get a top that's like long in length and sort of meets and greets with the leggings. I do really wish DFYNE with each of their collections would release a longer length top, just so they kind of cater for everybody, because I don't even feel that I can rock this look unless I'm deep in a cut and I don't have any issues like with needing lower tummy control. I mean, if you're confident with that and you're happy to go out with that, then that's fine. But personally on me, I do like something a little bit higher, but I really do like the scrunch on these leggings. So I definitely will keep these. I would just wear a lower length top with them, which I'm just gonna have to use. This top here is from DFYNE. I might just have to get like a white long top to go with these instead of the minimal bras, just because I know when I put that on, it's gonna be way too much skin showing, and I like to be a little bit covered up. But I do really like this collection. I just wish it was higher. So they do shape really nicely. You do have a little bit of digging in on back of your legs though, even though I have sized up. So you do still have that, but you do have your tighter compression underneath the glute. You cannot see the scrunch, which is really nice, and they do shape really well. I just wish this bit at the back was like a little bit longer. I feel like where my crease is sort of folding the shorts up a little bit. So I feel like you can't sort of like see the back of the shorts, because as soon as I stand up straight, it kind of folds like where the crease is on the back of my leg. So I don't think it would have this problem if they were a little bit longer, but because they're sitting at that like awkward point, it does kind of look like they're really, really short. I know people really like that look and they like having the shorts like just below the glutes, but I do actually prefer a longer short. Now I do like them from the front, I think that's fine, but from the back it doesn't look like the front because of this bit of fabric sort of like folding up into the glute area, if that makes any sense. But shapes really, really nicely. The best scrunch that DFYNE has ever done. I still think there can be some improvements, and I still think DFYNE need to cater for everybody and bring out more high-rise options and longer length tops as well. And by doing that, I genuinely feel that they would cater to so many more people and have more people want to buy from DFYNE just by having those options. Not everybody is like your DFYNE models. I mean, I go through bulks and cuts all the time, so I do not always stay slim, and I really genuinely only feel that I can wear DFYNE when I am like on a cut, because I feel like they only cater for really tiny people. So yes, more high-rise options. Keep this same glute please, or just bring out some longer versions of the tops in the collections that you release. Please and thank you. Okay, so next up we're going for the shorts. Again, these are in a size small though, so we already sort of know how that situation's gonna go. But I was really not sure what these would fit like, but hopefully by doing this review video, like, it's gonna stop you from ordering the wrong size. You'll see what the small looks like if I can get it on. And then I do also have the sports bra in the color Cobalt as well. Not sure on my thoughts of this. It's a very small minimal sports bra, which in the last few releases of the collections of DFYNE, like, I'm only really seeing these really short options. I did actually like the Origin collection because they did actually bring out a longer line top, which was nice. So let's just show you the product details for this then. So love the color, love this cobalt blue. It's really, really nice. Your straps are very thin, like spaghetti thin. And I did actually have the Defy sports bra with the same sort of style straps. And even when I got it, it started fraying right at the corner. So I'm not really a fan of these really thin straps that they're doing. I don't feel like they're doing much support. So it would be nice to have like a thicker style strap, like even on these ones, like they're really, really thin. So yeah, I would prefer maybe just more of a thicker strap, not like a, I don't know, it just feels very elasticated. It feels very cheap, even though this is like the most expensive sports bra that they have on their website. So you do have the DFYNE logo on the back. It's got a nice thick compressive strap at the back, which I guess is nice. But even here, like, it just, that's where the band has joined the sports bra, and it's just literally, it's just got that even like bit of fabric just stuck there. And yeah, I just feel like it's very cheaply made for the amount of money that you're actually spending on it. Definitely feel like there could be some improvements to like the quality. I don't actually know if it's meant to be. So that one has like a bit of fabric sticking out where it meets the bottom band, but then that one doesn't. So I don't know if I've just got a badly made one, but even so, when you're paying that amount of money, like, you actually want to have a decent quality sports bra, if you know what I mean. On the middle of the sports bra, it sort of follows the same sort of detail as the scrunch. So you have like a scrunch at the top and then a scrunch at the bottom, and then the middle bit's like that sort of fabric, which is the same as everywhere else. You do have a stretch on there, so it's sort of matching that. I don't really know if you needed that on a sports bra. I think just a normal scrunch would have been fine, but at least it's keeping consistent. These do have built-in cups and you can remove them as well. So yeah, I'm just going to put this really, really expensive sports bra on and hope that it doesn't snap off. This is in a size small, by the way. Okay, so this is what the set looks like on together. This is what I mean, like, unless you're like really slim, I don't know if I feel comfortable. I just feel like it's not very flattering. It's not very compressive of certain areas. So unless I've got a full-on six-pack back, flat tummy. I don't really know if I could wear this together. Individually, I would say I would wear both. I'd wear a longer length top with the shorts, or if I wanted to wear the sports bra, I'd just wear like a high-rise pair of leggings or shorts to sort of go, just so it doesn't have this much. I mean, if I suck in, but I mean, I'm not going to be walking around the gym like sucking it in. That's what I mean. I just want to feel comfortable when I train, not being really self-conscious about what I look like. Does that make sense? Weirdly enough, these shorts actually went on fine and they fit fine. So normally with shorts, I have to size up, which is why I got the shorts in a small and a medium. But the size small fit me, no issues. The size medium fit me, no issues. I don't actually feel that there's much difference in terms of fit on the shorts. However, with the leggings, like there is a big difference, and there's no way I wear the small because they are so tight, and they literally took me 10 minutes to get on. So if you're in between sizes, you could size up or down within the shorts. With the leggings though, definitely size up. I'm gonna size up, and when I do my comparison video between the 3 different leggings, I will use the size medium leggings when they come. So I do actually really like this sports bra. I think it shapes really, really nicely and looks very nice. I do actually like this ruching. Now it's on, you've got the DFYNE logo at the side. These straps, yes, they are very thin, but when you look at the back, I think it looks really nice with the thin straps on the back. I just really hope that they don't snap, but this will be a really nice top to train back in. I wonder if they have the cobalt color in the dynamic leggings, because at least with the dynamics leggings, they sit high. The only issue is you have that really thick scrunch, which you're able to see. And I love that this collection, like you cannot see the scrunch. Like that is by far the best thing for me from this collection. So these are the size small shorts then. So you do still have like a bit of stretch on the bottom. This is what I mean. Like these are definitely a size small, and I did double check that they were a size small, and they are. There definitely isn't much difference in terms of sizing from the small and the medium. Like I can kind of wear them both. I mean, they don't look different either, to be fair. So you've got your compressive panel at the bottom. They still do this issue where they're kind of like coming in at the crease underneath the glute area, which makes them look really short. However, I find from the front that this is a good length. They don't look too short from the front. You also don't have to do any like maneuvering for these leggings or shorts. Like when you put them on, like the scrunch is just hidden straight away. Like you don't have to like move the fabric about to get it in the right place. It just kind of falls naturally. So that's nice. So yeah, guys, that is the new Vision collection. So let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you've tried this yet. I know there's been a lot of reviews already from the DFYNE athletes on this collection, and it looks great on them. And I just wanted to show you what it looked like on a normal everyday person. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate this collection. In terms of the direction that they're moving with the scrunch, it's great. It's well hidden. Like I can't fault them in that area. I just think DFYNE need to start being more thoughtful of all different sizes and shapes. And when they release new collections, just bringing out more options in terms of other items within the collection. So yes, these are mid to low rise. Yes, I would wear mid to low rise leggings if I had a longer length top on. This is nice on its own, but again, I would want more of a high rise pair of leggings. So my perfect scenario would be to bring out a mid-rise leggings in a collection and bring out a high-rise version in that same sort of collection, or a longer length sports bra and top, like a tank top. Just something that people can use and mix and match to what they feel comfortable in. I'm very aware with DFYNE, like the athletes do such a good job of making the clothing look great, like even with the impact and the dynamic shorts and leggings. But when I personally tried them myself, you could full on see the scrunch, whereas in other reviews it was like hidden. Or maybe I'm just getting too old for DFYNE. Maybe it's like a younger generation collection. I don't know. I just wish they had more options to allow people to wear what they feel comfortable in. Since dynamic, have we actually had any other high rise? Because because the new motion leggings, they weren't. I'm not sure, guys, but anyway, I hope you have found this review video useful. Please feel free to ask me any questions that you may have in the comments. I will be doing a review video very soon comparing the Dynamic with the Impact and the new collection that we've just seen today, just so you can get a feel of what things look like, how things fit. But I do have pretty much every legging that DFYNE have released, so if you want any other different comparison reviews, please let me know. But that is enough from me. I hope you have a wonderful day. I do release review videos weekly. In all of my review videos, I do give my honest thoughts about the fits, but I also just say the facts, because what I might like, someone else might not like, vice versa. So I do try and be as factual as I can, but then also give my opinions of what I like on the way, but it's always honest. And I'm not here to try and sell you loads of activewear. I'm not big enough to be sponsored by any of these brands. But anyway, if you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you very soon for my next video.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Ay, still not understand.